This video is sponsored by AllergyEats, your online guide to allergy-friendly restaurants. Visit us at AllergyEats.com.
So going out to eat can be a real challenge. Now, here, not only are you reliant on yourself and your own ability to make good choices and to communicate, but now you're reliant on someone else's choices and someone else's background knowledge of food allergy. And you are the key player in this working partnership. And that's something we're also going to need to ultimately teach our children. So it's imperative that you communicate clearly. You'll want to notify the eating establishment of your child's food allergy every time. And if possible, a manager, the people preparing your child's food. Consider a chef card. This way it helps bridge that potential gap in communication. This way somebody actually has it in front of them and they couldn't forget if there is a list of multiple allergies. Consider calling ahead first, talking to them, trying to make sure that they can accommodate you. Ensuring that there's an understanding is really important. If you get the sense that they're not sure about how to manage someone with food allergies, it'll be best to find another place to eat. And a common language is really important. If you are going to a restaurant and the majority of the staff do speak another language, being able to communicate is imperative. And so if there is no communication, then there's going to be no way that somebody can safely serve you. Try to avoid peak hours. Going at off times, this way they'll be able to give better attention and be able to focus a little bit more on your order. Now, making wise food and restaurant choices based on the specific food allergy is a must. If I'm allergic to tree nut, going to an Asian restaurant may not be the best choice. If I'm allergic to lobster, going to a seafood restaurant may not be the best choice. Also, avoid sauces, buffets, fried foods, combination dishes. Keeping it simple is safest. A grilled or steamed item that the restaurant is able to make on a dedicated piece of equipment for you. Things that you can actually visualize. Those are choices that can be safer. Again, avoiding the peak hours and then going with your emergency medicine, going with your self-injectable epinephrine is an absolute must. And then if there's any doubt that a meal can be safely served, then politely leaving is the best and only thing to do. As far as how we teach our kids, the basics are modeling the approach that you'd like them to do. Is also being consistent. Being black and white, following your own rules. You show up at the restaurant, you don't have your EpiPens, that's a teaching moment. You go home, you get them, and then you go back. If they see that you are making compromising choices, imagine what they're going to do when they're with their friends and their teenagers. So you're going to want them to be as solid as you're going to be. As the kids get older, and they actually start being able to be involved in their own food allergy management, including ordering in restaurants, having them order while you're there and while you're watching the interaction will be really important. This way, it'll give you the opportunity to say, perhaps let's try it this way. You said, is there any cheese on that? Perhaps saying, hi, I'm allergic to milk, dairy. Can I safely order this? That may be a wiser choice. And so trying to have these conversations with your kids when it's not a stressful circumstance, when it doesn't really make a difference for them, is going to take away some of the stress and get them being able to make the right decisions ultimately when it does make a difference. Now, for the kids who are actually going out to eat with their friends, one thing that you may want to do is ask your child, where is it that you guys go? And go with them. Not with the other kids, but go with them with the child alone. And introduce them to the restaurant staff, get them comfortable with what a safe choice is and what a less safe choice would be. And ultimately, once that works out, then when they go out with their friends, it's going to increase their chance that they're going to do the right thing. And I just wanted to also take the opportunity to tell you about here in Massachusetts how we have a piece of legislation that recently got put into play. It's the Food Allergy Awareness Act. And what it shows is, or what it has done is that there are three necessary components that are designed to increase communication and food allergy awareness in eating establishments. The first is a notice on menus reminding the customer of their obligation to inform the server of their allergy. Another is the display of posters in the workroom. And the most important is a requirement to view a food allergy awareness video. There is a food protection manager or person in charge who is going to be, or who is responsible for viewing this video. And unfortunately, it isn't all of the staff. It is this one person who then is responsible for policy and how that food establishment is going to deal with a customer's order. There also is going to be a food allergy friendly designation that still is in the works, but things are looking up in the way of awareness and communication in restaurants.